Bonjour. Hello, guten Tag.
Hello,
Norman
nice
is
to
my
meet
name.
you.
Nice
Laurence.
to meet you. Hi, Laurence.
Laurence.
Laurence from Antwerpen.
From Berlin.
No, Halle, actually, like 1 hour close to
From Halle.
Berlin, yes. Halle.
Halle.
You know, never heard it before?
No, of course not.
Didn't miss anything, honestly.
What do you do now?
I'm a musician. Make music, write music, work in the fashion industry since 10 years. Try to bring it together. Fashion, music, art, acting. That's my
Is there a
thing.
connection between modeling and making music?
Oh my God, it's so big. Like once I tried to sign with a label and they tried to give me to understand that fashion got nothing to do with music. I was super confused. I thought it's one pair of shoes. Like Madonna, A$AP Rocky, David Bowie, but we Germans seems like music and fashion is not so connected to each other, not yet. But I work on it.
I'm a jewellery designer, most of the time. And I live in Antwerp. I do it for 2 years and I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's the most important.
It's the most
Love your
important.
profession.
Yeah, and I love it to most of everything.
Nice.
Norman,
Yes.
Obviously there's one thing you can't hide, all your tattoos.
Uh-huh. But I never wanted to hide them. That's the reason why I put them on my hands, neck and face. The name of the mother, the name of my sister, like keynote for my music, and everything have a meaning, of course. Like special moments in my life, I felt a lot of happiness or pain, and I decided to put that on my skin to remind it my whole life. But it's like many years ago, honestly. Since 10 years, no new tattoo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's surprising. And
Do you have a tattoo, Laurence?
no, I don't. No.
Don't put a sticker on a Bentley, right?
No, I always had this idea, like when I was younger, like if I put now something on my body, I will regret it, because I felt so young and I knew my thoughts were so young or something. Do you regret it? One of them? No. Yeah, they become part of you. I never really considered it.
You don't need them.
No. Why rap music?
Why rap music?
Yeah.
I need to found a way to express myself as a younger man. I want to tell people stuff about me, my opinion, and
So you start
like
with,
relieving anger and all that stuff, you know, as a young man.
But then when you rap, you also can choose like other types. But is there an example?
I was so
or-
in love with rap music since I'm a
Yeah.
teenager. Like I remember
who was
Tupac
your-
was my idol. Like I got
Yeah.
a tattoo of him on my leg, and
Who was your first crush?
yeah, it was my first crush, Tupac,
Okay.
I guess. Yes, like Eminem and all that stuff. So let my anger go.
And it works?
In words, yes.
Your anger goes?
Yeah, anger goes out in words, and express yourself. Yeah, started with rap music, but now I do something else. Like I sing.
I see.
Yeah.
It's good. When did you find out you could sing?
When my heart was really broken, honestly.
And your voice?
No,
Sure.
I've been to a relationship, like I remember, and still I made rap music at this point, like 2 years ago. But after, I tried to find a way to work with my pain, and rap didn't help me out anymore, because in rap you just like, you write, you say 1,000 words, but in the end sometimes you say nothing, in my opinion. And just I found a way to sing my words. And since I've done this, I don't want to step back from it anymore. I got like a guitar player, a drummer, and it's hard for like a musician to step back if you got something so nice, you know.
So you want to go to like real music with
I want
other
to play on
people?
stage, live, perform with my voice and stuff like that.
Great, looking forward.
Did you even hear the first one?
I heard the first one.
Did you like it?
Yes, I was lucky. I got the lyrics in English, so I could also like understand.
Yeah, they asked me for it, so I wrote
Yeah,
it down
yeah,
in English
yeah.
so you understand
Yeah, it's
it
better. Yeah. So tell me more about the video with the music.
Yes, this is like my next upcoming music video at the 17th of July. I film it with a friend, his name is Frank. I do it all by my own, like I love to be in charge when I do music.
Of course, yeah.
Don't like other people to tell me how it have to look. So we just filmed this like 3 months ago. It's about my time in America. I tried to express the last 2 years in Los Angeles visual.
Why did you come back?
Why I came back? Because of music, honestly. I don't want to be the first example for an unsuccessful musician in America, so I thought it makes sense to play my music in Germany again, but it was a nice time there.
Because all the lyrics are like in German.
Yeah, they are in German. But maybe in future something also in English so you can understand it better than other people, because I've worked now since 10 years in this fashion industry and I would love that people I know understand what I'm singing, but I want to start in German. It's important for me because I'm German and
You're
people
German.
need to understand the lyrics.
Of course, I get it.
Yeah.
Antwerp is famous for fashion. So all your stuff is kind of very gothic as well. Is that explanation where that comes from?
Yeah, growing up in Antwerp definitely had some impact on me wanting to become a designer, for sure. Like I met a lot of people who went to like the fashion academy, who went to like art school, and we really were like this group growing up together in the city, exploring galleries, museums. Everyone was like connected together, and I think your whole environment has so much, gives you so much input that you cannot separate yourself from this type of input.
As a model, you used to travel a lot, and does that influence your designs as well?
I really try to separate it, because when I design, I really dive deep into my own little world at home. But of course, like the modeling and seeing all the other designers showing off their collection gave me like enough confidence that I was like also able to do it, that it's not so far away that I cannot imagine what it is. Like the world came like a bit closer to me that I could easily like relate to it.
For you, growing up in the eastern part of Germany, Perre and Eminem was something which inspired you. But what you do now, it's a complete break, because it is very bluesy, very soul orientated, which is kind of a clash to what you were liking and doing before.
It was not so far away, honestly, my decision to sing, because I grew up with music. Not rap music like my mother and father. They listened to James Brown and all that stuff, like Jimi Hendrix. These people are probably the biggest influence for my new music, because when I came inside, you asked me today, Norman, which kind of music you even do? I can't describe it, and it was the biggest compliment I hear since long, because I thought about what I'm even doing 2 years before I stepped to the microphone. I tried to cross over different genres like blues, rock, soul, psychedelic rock, and hip-hop, everything together. Yes, I wrote 200 songs. We know they are not bad. I know I can rhyme and all that stuff. But I guess if you're an artist or you do sport or whatever kind of profession, you want to do better in it and better and better. I'm the type of guy, so just like to grow with music and don't want to have a border, like as a rapper your career ends with 34, 35. I can't imagine what I do after without music, because I am music. I live for music. So that's probably the biggest reason.
I was studying textile design, and during that time I also started modeling. And somehow I got so attracted by the jewelry that I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
But do you draw your stuff first, or you just do it?
I draw first, yeah. I think by drawing you kind of like first set a border. I think it definitely changes when you do it, because you know you have like measurements and it's so strict and you have to wear it at the end, so it has to be comfortable. But I do believe in having a strict idea that you then develop, and it's not like a coincidence. I don't like this idea of coincidence. Like it's a shot of good luck that I don't really believe in.
Are you thinking in collections and in seasons?
Yeah, I don't really think in like seasons, but I do think in, we call it an Perre. So it means you have like a ring with like a earrings, with like a necklace. So it's like one set together, and I do believe it's interesting to make different translations of the same idea or the same concept, and then make different versions of it.
Makes sense.
But I don't really see the difference between summer and winter. Not in my case, maybe. I think it's one of the most important things for me as a jewelry designer is I want really people to wear it every day, and I really would, like for me, it's when I wear it like a few weeks, it becomes part of my body, you know. When I don't wear it for one day, I feel like I'm naked or I lost something. And like this balance between becoming one with you and it becomes like it gives you a feeling of safety.
How would look an extraordinary showpiece from Laurence van der Perre?
How it would look like?
That leopard ring, I really love it, but it's too small.
I think it's something that's really in my mind. I'm really thinking about these body pieces. So you know, because you know, you have like the necklace, you have the bracelet, you have the ring, you have the earrings, but I think it's different to look a bit further than just like these ordinary
structures,
shapes.
Yeah.
For example, you can like tug in on a jacket, or you have like it on the waist, on the clip on the pants, or
That's
you
super
can like
dope.
combine.
Do more
it.
stuff of that, I love it.
Yeah, I'm like working on it. So
I can hang something on my leather jacket.
Yeah, just like
super
something
it's new.
more like as an accessory. Like the upcoming collection will be still the same style, but it will go a bit more to like fashion and a bit broader. I think it's easier to design stuff for your own. As you are your own critic, and the thoughts in your mind are really detailed. While someone else is giving you critics, it's never so detailed as your own mind. So I think in that way it's easier to design for yourself. But I think it's amazing to work together with other people. I do believe no one is an island on their own.
No, teamwork is like in
music.
music.
I think it's amazing.
Like,
I think
you can put me to a forest alone. I need my producer. I need my guitar player.
Yeah, I think it's nice to also do other stuff you can't do alone.
2020 was already kind of very interesting, to put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
It started with the climate crisis, like Fridays for Future. Then
I'm really like sorry that I interrupt you at this point, but as an artist I feel confused about that all. Like, if you don't post something about what happens right now, you may be like not, you know, politically correct, but I'm really a musician. I don't care about politics at all. Of course I would love if there's no one starving in the world and stuff, or I don't know, if they judge sexual harassment in Germany a bit harder. But I cannot fight for everything. I have to fight for myself every day. I need to work with myself as a human. So I'm not egoistic or something, but it's my opinion. I just saw this all cleaner, then it changed to this and it changed to that, and you're like, I just make music. Get the fuck off me.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I personally don't really put a lot of my own perspectives on social media, as I try to be, I don't want to influence people to made up their minds because of my opinion. I think everyone has his own. And I also really believe that what we hear in the media, we hear a lot, but we don't know everything. So I do believe there is so much more shit after everything that I cannot make an opinion about it. Like, it would be stupid to I mean, we have to raise our voice for our rights, of course, but...
Don't misunderstand me earlier. I fucking hate stuff like
yeah.
racism and, you know, like...
It makes me super
I love
angry.
equality. I want women and men to get paid the same, but I think I'm not the one who need to fight for it. I need to fight for my art, first of all, that you even listen to me. Sorry, I'm not at this point, like, I'm not Udo Lindenberg or something, you know?
Yeah, I do think we need to fight for it, for sure. Like, we have the right to fight for it.
I think we, as white persons, never understand how it feels to be black, brown or something. You don't need to go to someone and want to rent an apartment and the owner tells you, no. You know, so we never will understand really how it feels, even if we try to, you know, understand it, but it's a difficult thing, I think, for those people who really...
Yeah, we cannot understand, but I do believe we as a young generation, and that makes me really angry, we as a young generation...
You're angry? You don't look angry at all.
No, by this fact I get really angry, yeah. No, we as a young generation, we have access to a lot of information. A lot of things are happening, and when I talked with my parents about it, it was like more closed than we are now. But still, at this point, a lot of young people don't want to open their eyes and don't want to listen and still stay in this unknown situation. And then I'm like, you know, I'm this person who always thinks it will get better in like 5 years, 10 years, but when you hear them, I'm like, shit.
And
don't
misunderstand.
Like,
If I got opinion about something, I really want to say, then I work with it in my music. Then I sing about it or something, you know. Maybe there will be a day someone asks Norman, what do you think about it? And I will tell them what I think about it. But right now, can you
but at least you think about it, yeah.
If you could change the world, what would you do?
I don't want people to starve, honestly. So I think there are a lot of other problems than what we post on social media. I know there are a lot of childs who can't eat. Me, for example, I'm from East Germany, like 250,000 people live there. 20,000 childs need to, also, how I can say this in English, I don't know the word honestly, like die leben unter der deutschen Armutsgrenze und müssen vom Staat miternährt werden. Das heißt, also es gibt ganz viele Probleme auf der Welt, sowas. So, und wenn du mich das so fragst, dann würde ich mir wünschen, dass keiner mehr hungern müsste, dass alle gleich bezahlt werden und auch Sexualität keine Rolle spielt. Das finde ich zum Beispiel ganz schlimm. Also mein Onkel zum Beispiel, der Bruder meiner Mutter, war homosexuell und kommt aus der DDR. Also da hattest du nichts zu lachen. Wenn ich mir vorstelle, ich müsste mich für meine sexuelle Neigung für irgendwen rechtfertigen müssen, unfassbar.
I would pluck out prejudice from people's minds.
One thing more, it would be interesting to see a world without social media, just for 6 months.
Yeah, whatever social media, I mean, it will not disappear, but I hope people are just not so stuck in their own mind by thinking this or this, and I just hope everyone gets this really open view and just gives everything a chance. I think it would make a huge difference.
You both have a background in modeling. Do you think it's a benefit for your career or is it a handicap?
It's a fucking handicap as a musician in Germany, as I told you earlier. Like fashion and music is not so connected to each other. They try to give me to understand, but let's see. I can make out of a handicap something golden.
I think it's a benefit. And I think as a model you don't really want to like admit it, but you see so much behind the scenes. You traveled so much. You learn so much from other people who have like much more experience, and you're like a sponge. Or when I was really young, I felt like a sponge.
Me too. Like,
you go somewhere, you just like, you go back home, and you're like, you know, I saw all these amazing things. When you're like super young, like it's amazing.
One of the biggest inspirations for me as well. You look and you learn out of it.
You talk to people, and I think that's the main reason why I did it in the first place.
I love to work in fashion, honestly, because I think really this is all really close to each other. Art, designing, fashion, music. So, yeah, love it.
Do you invest money from your modeling into your music or into your jewelry design?
I have to, no one else is doing it. That's the main reason why I do it.
You cannot
I never saw myself as a model. I work as a model. It's a big difference. I'm a musician, but I use this to spread my art. Like, what you say?
This is the reason why we model. But do you, as a model, when you go on set, do you go on set with yourself, or you kind of like change your...
I'm myself all the time. Like, that's probably the key of success in my case.
Because for me,
that's the reason why I've worked since 10 years in this. At the beginning, there was like, okay, who's this dude? Maybe he will disappear after a while, but nope, he's still there, and he will not go.
No, for me it helps to go on set as a model and just like completely set myself on the side and...
So you play a role then?
Yeah, it's easier. I think you're really limited if you're only yourself on set.
Oh my God, you're not limited at all if you're just yourself. Who you are is the question. I inspire myself every day new in front of the mirror. That's what I mean with, I like to reinvent myself, to just do it new all over again. But I understand you. If this works out for you better, okay. But I just think to be yourself is the best. Being yourself doesn't help you out in music so often. Like sometimes it's maybe better to play a role in music also. Like in music that really works out to play a role.
Yeah, I mean, like I more see modeling as like it's not me who, like they don't book me because of my name.
Yeah.
In your case, it's a bit different, I guess. They book me because they want a certain look, or they want like the blue eyes and something
I understand.
cute moving, or I think if they book you, they want
action,
the tattoos and like the bad boy.
Yeah.
It's different, I think. I wish I was a bad girl.
You was a bad girl?
I wish I could be the bad girl.
3 records for the island.
Everything of Frank Sinatra, Bob Marley and Jimi Hendrix.
Probably
Definitely one of me, like the next
Okay, definitely
song.
one of you, then,
Yes.
then I can choose 4. Probably P.G. Harvey. And then I would say Molly Nielsen. And then I would say Nick Cave.
Nick Cave is really nice. You got good taste. Nick Cave in the bad seats.
Mm-hmm.
Good guy.
So any famous last words from you?
Love is the key. Don't let other people judge you. Don't feel unconfident about anything. Just be yourself. Don't let anyone tell you anything. Just believe in it 24 hours. That's the only reason why I sit here today.
Yeah, I would say just go.
Go for it.
Just jump.
Go for it! Whoa!
Yeah, just do it.
Letzten Sommer warst du noch da, letzten Sommer in meinem Arm. Ich versuch schon vergeblich die Zeit zu verdrehen, dich endlich wiederzusehen. Letzten Sommer, letzten Sommer, letzten Sommer.